Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications. Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, making a difference.
Last month, President Bola Tinubu appointed Mr. Chiedu Ebie, Chairman, Governing Board of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC. Up next is a profile of Mr. Ebie, a former secretary to the Delta State government who has the onerous task of overseeing the affairs of the NDDC to ensure that it carries out its statutory mandate to develop the Niger Delta region in line with the vision of Mr. President.
On August 29, 2023, President Bola Tinubu appointed Mr. Chiedu Ebie, Chairman Governing Board of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC. By virtue of his position, Mr. Ebie will lead the NDDC board and oversee affairs of the commission. This would entail setting agenda for board members, focusing on strategic matters of development in the Niger Delta and setting high governance standards to achieve desired results. It is a no-brainer that the effectiveness of an agency like the NDDC is largely dependent on the quality of its board, whose policies and decisions guides its operations. A board chairman is expected, therefore, to possess and demonstrate the requisite skills, competence, experience, and a temperament that fosters teamwork, diligence, and the right attitude to work among members. It is no gainsaying the fact that these are the qualities Niger Deltans look out for in the new NDDC board chairman to justify the trust reposed in him by President Tinubu. And for those who know little or nothing about Mr. Ebie, perhaps a brief profile will suffice to bring to public knowledge the true personality of the new NDDC helmsman. Mr. Ebie is an indigene of Agbo Alidimma, a major oil-producing community in Eka South local government area of Delta State. He studied law at the University of Benin and was called to bar on completion of his studies at the Nigerian Law School in 1992. The new chairman of the NDDC Governing Board subsequently proceeded to practice as a corporate and commercial lawyer in Lagos. As a corporate and commercial lawyer, he provided legal services to his clients in privatization, capital market transactions, joint venture investments, corporate finance, real estate development, as well as oil and gas. After a brief stint in the banking industry, Mr. Ebie in 2003 transited fully to the oil and gas industry at the invitation of a group of oil investors to facilitate their bid for the 2003 marginal oil field licensing round under the platform of Millennium Oil and Gas, an indigenous exploration and production company. As a result of his sterling leadership qualities, he rose to become Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Millennium Oil and Gas. His sound policies had resulted in the rapid growth of the company, which recorded significant increase in commercial production, with its asset rising to the tune of $30 million in equity and debit features from Nigerian financial institution and partners. In 2015, Mr. Ebie was invited to bring his wealth of experience in the private sector to enrich governance in Delta State. He was appointed Commissioner for Education, Basic and Secondary, under the administration of former Governor Ifeanyi Okowa. As Commissioner, he carried out a successful review of the state's primary and secondary educational system, policy and structure. This culminated in enhancing the quality of education in Delta State, prompting former Governor Okowa to recognize him as one of the most outstanding political appointees. In recognition of his hard work, former Governor Okowa elevated Mr. Ebie to the position of Secretary to the Delta State government during his second term in office. Mr. Ebie, a team player endowed with organizational capacity, comes to the NDDC with an impressive track record of towering achievements in the private and public sectors. As a product of an entrepreneurial ecosystem, he will most likely buy into the newly introduced transformational policies in NDDC and shape them to become more impactful on largely backward communities in the Niger Delta region. Mr. Ebie is young, energetic and result-oriented. More importantly, his close associates are unanimous in their submission that the newly appointed chairman of the NDDC governing board is passionate about the development of the Niger Delta. With Mr. Ebie in the saddle, it goes without saying that both the NDDC and the Niger Delta region are about to witness a new dawn of transformation.
Inside the Niger Delta,